What's up, guys? As you guys can see in recent videos, I'm starting to bring not only my Total Gym, a lot of other different types of equipment outdoors to do my workouts. Now, as I said in the past, I really don't think it's necessary, nor do you need to buy extra equipment to get results on a Total Gym or a Saudi bench trainer. But I do think having some extra pieces of equipment can improve an already good workout, help improve some weak spots on the machine, and most importantly, just kind of add some more versatility and fun and just kind of make things a little more interesting on each workout. But probably most importantly, the added addition of including some extra pieces of equipment just kind of keeps your workouts feeling a little more fresh and unique. So in this video, I want to kind of highlight and also kind of give you guys somewhat of an update on these other extra pieces of equipment that I've been incorporating with my Total Gym. So I'll get into what I've been using lately, why and how I've been using it. May provide you guys a little bit of insight I've discovered on how to best supplement with these types of extra pieces. And then finally, I'll give you guys an update on those pieces of equipment or modalities that have essentially just been collecting dust in my basement. But as always, and especially in a video like this, these are just my own kind of findings, and I definitely want to hear what you guys have to say and other pieces of equipment you guys have found, and just other ways you guys kind of supplement your Total Gym or Saudi bench training. So I will link everything that's discussed in the description box down below if you guys do want to check it out and or support the channel. If you guys do go ahead and click on those links, you definitely do help support me, so that's greatly appreciated. But at the very least, if you guys do find this video helpful, please consider liking, subscribing, sharing this content. And I always forget to mention this, but definitely hit that notification bell if you guys don't want to miss out any other videos. I've been putting out a lot more frequent videos just because I got a lot more to say to kind of keep you guys updated, and you guys have been asking me to put out some more specific videos, so I'll try and do my best. So jumping into it, you guys can see I got a lot of stuff out here, and my wife doesn't complain or say anything, but I know I'm testing her patience, as I now essentially have my garage is like technically a third storage area for all this extra gym equipment I got. Where at first, I was just kind of lugging certain things out from the basement and then would put it back down. But now, since I'm kind of sticking to working out outside, a lot of the stuff is just kind of staying in the garage. And so what I kind of discovered, which actually I kind of thought about this when I was traveling, when I just had my Total Gym without even any handles and just my weight vest, was I kind of got the best workouts by adding some extra equipment in. If I just kind of brought one in, maybe two at the most, like just bring in a weight vest, bring in some resistance bands, give me like one resistance band, or maybe just have a workout just with weight plates, and just kind of creatively kind of putting those into the workouts and kind of seeing what you do with it. And so here's kind of the equipment that I've been using recently that I think has been working pretty effective, at least for me, especially again, considering that I've been doing a lot more outdoor workouts this past 1 to 2 months. And really quick, something I've been discovering is that I might review something that I think I love initially, and then for one reason or another, it kind of falls off the wagon and I stop using it. And then there's something that I really thought was really cool initially that I really don't use, that all of a sudden gets resurrected and gets a lot of use. That was the case for this weight vest. When I first got this, and I reviewed this and other products you guys are gonna see here on my channel if you guys are curious, but when I first got it, I thought I was gonna get a lot more use. I thought I was gonna do a lot more outdoor walking with it, incorporate some more weighted calisthenic exercises. I thought I'd just leave it on and do some traditional Total Gym workouts. But really, I started getting its most use when I started working out outside and really getting use of the kind of the dual purpose of, one, making use for it as an easy way to kind of add some extra tension or resistance onto your Total Gym or Saudi bench trainer, especially useful if you guys don't have like a weight bar attachment to kind of throw something like this on there. And I made a video on this a while back, but even though despite I made this, I really didn't use it as much because I didn't have a need to, because I was in my basement, I could throw the external weight plates on. But then the other way I kind of like to use this, which you guys have been seeing in some recent videos, is just some off machine work as well. And I think all these pieces of equipment more or less can be used on the machine or even off the machine. So this is a really cool thing where I just got this weight vest, I bring it outside, I can throw it on the Total Gym for external weight, I can get off the Total Gym to actually like curl it, I can press it, I can throw it around, I can do some body weight squatting on it. Also recently kind of found a cool way of actually putting these new handles that I reviewed recently on the channel and kind of looped them around and did some other cool things with that as well with the weight vest. Next up, you guys might have noticed my Undersun resistance bands kind of shining their head again. I really wasn't using that much. I think I've even alluded to it in some past videos that I really wasn't touching resistance bands in general. Kind of fell out of my, just fell out of fashion for me personally. I made a couple recent videos about the body elastics bands and the use of tube style bands. I thought I was gonna really get into that. I was kind of really hyped up about that. I think for one reason or another, I kind of fell out of them. I think mostly because I thought they were a little cumbersome to kind of set up in certain exercises. You can get into a lot of creative things, and I did discover a lot of creative things to do it. But you guys know from my channel, I like things kind of going a little more faster pace. And I felt like I was really kind of forcing the band use into a lot of my Total Gym training. Also early on, when I first got the Undersun Bands, I liked them a lot for a couple reasons. One, because I love the set that it comes with. I like the different dimensions that particular set comes with. I also love the unique tension of the orange bands and Undersun Bands, which I'll link down below. Also, there's still a promo code for that if you guys do want to save like 10% off Undersun Fitness at their website. And I made a lot of videos on how versatile and how good resistance bands, specifically loop style bands, worked with a sliding bench trainer and different attachment sites, ways to do unique exercises. And since going up outside, I thought, again, they're so light and compact. And again, for me initially, it was a simple addition to kind of incorporate a lot of unique exercises. But what I like most about it, just like with the weight vest, it's something simple that I either can throw on the machine really quick to kind of get like some pressing or rowing, or I can weight some extra tension on the glide board, or I can jump off the machine, do some deadlifts, some curls, some presses. So really basic, simple stuff that doesn't require a whole lot of like fancy setups like I was kind of doing with the tube style bands. Again, not that stuff isn't good, those are all still great things, but for the sake of these type of workouts, what I was enjoying, again, I'm kind of falling back in love with those loop style bands, again, those Undersun bands, to do that. Next up is this Iron Chest Master. You guys probably see this a lot in the background. I've still not got tired of it. I've done a review on it. I think some people can give me some flack for it. Honestly, some of you guys are probably considering why I love this thing so much, and this definitely could be an individual thing, but I've said this many times, I just kind of gravitate to this thing. Yes, I like the way it feels. I like the way it engages my chest, but primarily it's just a piece of equipment that's inviting and makes me want to use it. So it makes it really easy after I finish up like really any exercise in a total gym to then jump on this thing and bust out some reps. And I'll use this thing in a variety of ways. I'll do like some standard push-ups the way it's supposed to be done. I might put the thing on the glide board and do it that way. Sometimes I go on my knees. Actually, I prefer doing it on my knees, believe it or not. I think that way I kind of get more tension on my chest versus kind of focusing on just like dialing out a number. So I definitely love this. And then this ab mat, you guys, this is something you guys have been seeing. You'll probably see in a lot of future videos. This is probably the most surprising little addition to my total gym training that's been making a big difference. I was never a big sit-up person at all. I was never someone just to do a bunch of sit-ups for the sake of doing them. If I'm gonna do sit-ups, I wanna make sure I feel it. So I started incorporating more sit-ups naturally, just kind of off the total gym, just kind of for fun, got to kind of get a habit of doing it. Tailbone started hurting me, so I got a mat that had some alleviation for that. That was good. This ab mat works for that, but also that having that little bump there allowed me to get a little more spinal extension, and for the sake of how I've been doing them, that feels really good. So I'll do a few reps. I shouldn't say a few reps. I'll do maybe 20 plus reps there, and then I'll fold the mat up and then finish off with some crunching. Doesn't look like much, but for me, I really feel it in my abdominals. This was a big kind of little simple item that didn't think I was going to use at all, or maybe just on occasion, that now become like a new staple with my total gym. And then there's this maxi climber, which again, I did a review for this one as well. Still holding up, still liking it, and still enjoying it. The great thing about this that makes it worth actually bringing outside is it is incredibly light and you can pack it down. So I brought it outside once or twice from like my basement, and then brought it outside, but then I started leaving it in the garage because it was so light and I was using it so often. I had that stall mat outside my garage, so I just kind of leave it there so it works out. But just kind of like the Iron Chest Master, it's something that I kind of use more of like an interval tool. It just kind of mixes up the workouts, makes it a little more interesting, like I said, kind of gets me sweating. But it's just something that I kind of will jump off of, kind of get my heart rate going, just to kind of have fun with it, and then I'll jump back on the total gym. So another really, in my opinion, pretty affordable piece of equipment. Does its job. It's something again I like to use. So this is another kind of key staple that I'm sure I'll be using a lot in the future. I have to kind of give you guys a quick update and say I'm still loving my vertical leg press. Which as I'm recording this vertical leg press is actually cheaper than when I bought it for. It's like $404. I think it's like a sale. So if you guys do click that link below, not only you guys help me out, but you can get this thing at a cheaper deal than I got it for. So this thing, I still love it. I had a whole video why I purchased it, but I still do not regret this purchase at all. This has been, to me, it's a big addition to just my lower body development, lower body just training in general. Really big supplement to my overall total gym training. In fact, I would say next to my total gym, this is the only other machine that I'm really using consistently for the most amount of time. Jump roping is another thing I've been doing a lot, either as like kind of like a mini interval between like total gym exercises, or at the very end of a session, I'll maybe jump rope for 15 to 20 minutes. So a great little way to kind of get your cardio in. It's kind of fun. I like it if I'm listening to music of some sort. That's kind of how I get my jump roping in. But another fun little simple addition. I like the leathered ball bearing jump ropes. I'm eyeing this one. Once this one eventually rips, this Stallion jump rope is kind of something that's right up my alley. So if you're looking for a jump rope, thinking about something that can kind of get your cardio, make it a little more fun and interesting, also a cheap way to kind of incorporate some interval training into your workouts, this would be a nice thing to kind of consider. And then something else I've been doing that you guys haven't really seen any of the videos or workouts, and at least this summer I haven't talked about, is I'm kind of getting back a little bit into running. When I say kind of getting back into running, I'm talking like maybe 3 to 6 miles once or twice a week. I just kind of go off a feeling, but I like being outside. I like kind of move my body. So if I'm not running, I'll be walking too. So that's something else. So I think just incorporating, I'm not saying you have to do or force in like set cardio times for like, let's say fat loss reasons or whatever, but I do think cardiovascular activity is good for you. Certainly you can kind of get those benefits if you're kind of going at kind of a fast click, say in a total gym or other forms of resistance training, but I think doing some sort of steady state cardio is gonna be pretty good for you guys. All right, now here are some things that are basically kind of collecting dust that really have not been getting a whole lot of use. And this is just me personally, but I've still been seeing good results. The point is, these haven't been playing much of a picture at all. First, just being free weights. Now, when I say free weights, certainly I'm using my free weights, my weight plates, and my vertical leg press over here, but I was trying to incorporate more dumbbells and barbells. I think about a month or two ago, I was trying to be a little more intentional about doing some more of that just for fun. And honestly, I just don't get the same benefit. And I've said this before many times in the past that my total gym or Supplemental trainer just provides me more of that stimulus that I'm kind of looking for. So those essentially been touched at all, especially with the weather being nice. I really have no intention about being in my basement using that stuff at all, especially if I'm already still getting results. Along with that would be like my pull-up bar and my squat rack over here. Again, the squat rack makes sense. I'm not doing your free weights, but even the pull-up bar I was starting to kind of use a little bit. Again, I've said this in the past as well, but since I've been outside and I also got those little attachments for like the handles, those pull-up bar handles, I just feel like it's not necessary to really do pull-ups. If you got a total gym or Supplemental trainer, I think it works out really well. Certainly if you got a pull-up bar, doing pull-ups is definitely good if you got it, but I don't think it's really necessary. Next would be my indoor rower, my Schwinn Airdyne bike, and even my Cellerciser to an extent. That's kind of normal once it starts getting nice outside. I really don't touch those things as much because I want to be outdoors. I'm sure if I broke down the indoor rower and bring it outside, which as I'm kind of thinking about it, I probably will, I would get a lot more use of it, so maybe I might do that. But otherwise, a lot of that equipment I haven't been using too much. And then I really hate to say this, especially since this is like the #1 attachment I tell most people to get right away if they get a total gym or Supplemental trainer, but this larger squat stand, I just have not been using it that much. I think just because I've been doing a lot more either total body workouts with my legs and doing things like drop step lunges, glute kickbacks, even some like bodyweight squats, but more so it's probably because I have this vertical leg press and this has really been taking up a lot of the bulk of my leg training. So that's probably the reason I'm not doing it as much. Certainly, just like anything else, it's kind of out of sight, out of mind. If I brought this thing outside, I would be using it more. My Pilates bar, I recently brought that up outside, so I've been using that a little bit more as well. That's really it, guys. The point of this video I really want to emphasize is that my total gym is still my foundational core, but by adding a few little, small, all these things are relatively inexpensive pieces of equipment, you can really mix up your workouts, get more out of the machine, and most importantly, just have fun with your workouts and not get tired of just home gym training in general. So that's it, you guys. Definitely let me know any thoughts or comments you guys have. Please send any suggestions or other pieces of equipment that you think I might like or enjoy or incorporate. So I'll look forward to seeing those, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you.